Welcome back, everybody, to the next installment of the Who We Wanting Wednesday. Felt like last week is a little bit easy. If you guys didn't catch who it was, we were talking about Mario. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go to our last post of Who We Wanting Wednesday. Kind of already told you who it is, but check that out. See if you can still guess. Pretend you didn't hear what I just said. But now let's get on to this week. So we got a little bit of harder ones since you guys all thought it was a little too easy. Essentially what this is, we're taking a gaming character, connecting it to the Bible, faith, Christ, things like that. You know, just kind of bringing the two together and kind of connecting them. So here we go. Good luck. If you know who it is, type it down in the comments. Let me know. Let you know if you're right or not. Okay, here we go. There was a young warrior who wasn't chosen because he was the strongest. He was chosen because he was willing. And again, he stepped into darkness, not for glory, but to bring light back to the kingdom. Now, this part might really give it away, but he carried a sword that represented courage and a shield that stood against evil. And even when fear surrounded him, he kept moving forward. Okay? Now, his journey reminds us of the words from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, which says, "Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." Now, because this hero's story isn't really about power, it's about faith, about answering the call when nobody else will, protecting people who cannot protect themselves, and also he travels through broken lands. This hero faces monsters, temptation, darkness, and corruption, all while trying to rescue a kingdom consumed by evil. Now, this kind of sounds familiar to you, hopefully, right? Kind of sounds like David standing before Goliath, Joshua entering the promised land, or like a believer walking through spiritual battles every single day. And no matter how many times darkness returns, this hero keeps getting back up. Not because he's fearless, but because courage means moving forward even when you're afraid. So here's the question. Who is this legendary warrior? Whose adventures strangely echo the spiritual battles found throughout the Bible? If you think you know who it is, put it down in the comments, share this with others. Come back next week and see if you were right, all right? If you think you know it, put it down. See you guys next week on Who We Wanting Wednesday. We out, y'all. Peace!